So if you would like to listen in a still position, then feel free to take all the time you need to arrive there. And just let yourself start to tune in with your body and how you're feeling physically in the space that you're in. Letting your body move you in any way that feels good. Maybe what feels good is some torso twists or side body bends or neck rolls. Or maybe what feels best to you right now is stillness. So feeling free to find that stillness whenever that feels right for you. And so if you aren't already in a still position and would like to listen to this in a still position, then you may arrive there at any time, just feeling that your spine is nice and straight. And if you're in a place where you feel safe to do so, you can allow the eyes to gently close if they aren't already. And just mark your arrival into your practice today, into your body today, with a full and intentional cleansing breath. A long, slow inhale in through the nose, letting yourself fill up fully as you just pause for a moment to really feel that sense of fullness. And then slowly let that go. Exhaling bit by bit and gently pulling the navel toward the spine at the bottom of your exhale to just push that last bit of stagnant air out of you as you again pause to now feel that sense of emptiness. And let your next breath come to you as it's needed. And so there is no rush whatsoever. You can continue to breathe like that for as long as that feels nice in your body. And at any point, if you're feeling ready to just release that guidance over your breath, then you may do so. And just allow yourself to step into that role of the observer or the role of the witness. And seeing if even just for a moment you can witness the fact, observe the fact that your body is breathing, rather than having any direct control or influence over the rhythm or depth of the breath. Just remembering how your body does breathe all on its own. Maybe seeing each breath that comes in and out of your body, just like you would see waves rolling up on the shoreline. Waves rolling in and out. Not trying to change the way the waves are rolling, but just watching as they do. Remembering how your body is just another force of nature, like everything else in this world. And as you let yourself just be here in your body and breathe, you can just start to observe any sensations you feel in the muscles of your face. Just remembering how many muscles exist in the face, all the muscles that create all the range of expressions that you make every day. And seeing if there's any sense of holding or tightening or tension in any of these muscles. Maybe in the jaw, or maybe in the chin or the nostrils. Maybe inside the mouth, in the tongue, or the cheeks or eyes. the eyebrows, forehead, or even the ears. And just making note of where the tension is residing in your face right now, if any. And then as your body exhales next, you can just simply allow all of these muscles in the face to just ungrip from the bones slightly, to release back into the support of your skin. Reminding these muscles that it is safe for you to let go. You do not need to hold your face in any specific way. It is safe for you to allow your face to rest. And even allow your eyeballs to rest and just let them rest back into your sockets. Letting your gaze be soft, whether the eyes are opened or closed, just softening the eyes and your gaze. And just simply allowing this same sense of release and letting go to naturally cascade and spread down the rest of your body, across the whole skull, and down all sides of the neck, and just spreading across the shoulders, just like when you step into a warm shower, how the water just spreads over the body. Feeling maybe a sense of warmth even, as the sense of letting go spreads naturally across the whole body. The arms becoming heavier, the hands soft, and even allowing your pelvic floor to release a bit, the glutes to soften. All the muscles across your abdomen to just rest on the organs. Letting all the muscles in your legs release, the feet and the toes. And just feeling this overall sense of letting go in the body. As you just fully release yourself into the surface that is supporting you, whatever that may be, just bringing attention to the point where your body makes contact with the ground beneath you. And just allowing yourself to be hugged by this surface. That same sense you might have when you exhale while hugging someone you love dearly. And release yourself deeper into that support. And just awakening that same sense with the hug we're all getting from gravity and the earth. And just trusting that we are safe in these bodies, in this world. And as you remind yourself of this deep, ultimate safety that we all possess in these bodies and our souls, there might be some things that pop up, maybe some reminders of ways that you don't feel safe in this life, or things, events, people, places that don't fully support this safety. And so not ignoring that to only focus on this deep safety, but just allowing those thoughts to come if they do, allowing those seeds to be planted. And just reminding yourself how there is always a period between when we notice we need to make a change, and when we actually follow through making that change. And so just having patience and kindness with yourself through this process of change that we're all in. And just enhancing this safety and trust that you have simply with yourself and this planet we exist on, so that you feel a little bit more empowered to make decisions that reflect this power that you have, reflect this safety and trust. And again, being so patient along the way. And so as you are allowing yourself to just feel this sense of heaviness, safety, a sense of release and letting go, you can now also start to awaken a sense of lightness in the body. And whatever part of you is facing the sky above you, just almost letting that be magnetically drawn upward. Letting the tips of your shoulders draw away from each other as you feel your collarbones widen, and just feeling your heart sit in this proud position in your body. Feeling the chin tuck slightly down toward the heart to feel the full length of the back of your neck, and just clearing that channel from your heart into your head. Feeling a sense of heaviness in the hips and a sense of lightness in the heart. And just bringing more and more awareness to come into your physical heart. And this unique rhythm that is pumping life into you every moment of every day. Maybe even placing one or both hands on top of the heart to just encourage that feeling from the outside as well. Just reminding yourself of your own anatomy, the magic of your anatomy, and how this heart is connected to every inch of your body through pathways of veins and vessels. This heart is pumping life into every inch of you, to your toes, to your fingertips, to the tip of your head, and every inch in between. Maybe even feeling a sense of this heartbeat throughout your body. Just tuning into your own pulse. If there's any areas that maybe feel like they're in pain or are distracting, then doing your best to, instead of ignore or fight the urge to focus on the pain or discomfort, to instead bring all of your awareness to those areas that seem to be begging for your attention. And feeling the heartbeat that exists in those areas as well. Letting yourself exhale into those sensations as you remind yourself that you are strong and you are capable of feeling tough things. You are capable of feeling painful things, and it will not break you. And sometimes we can tell ourselves that the best thing for us to do is to ignore the pain inside of us, or to run away from it, distract from it. Oftentimes, that can just solidify it even deeper within us, control us a bit more insidiously. So instead, what we can do is shine the light into those darker areas and feel what is there to feel. Reminding ourselves that that is the only way to truly move on. Not by continuing to ignore, but to comforting ourselves enough so that we feel support and courage to look at these harder aspects of life. And having a healing practice or a meditation practice is not about erasing everything negative about you or about the world. But it is simply about witnessing the world as it is, witnessing yourself as you are. And the world will always contain things that could be labeled as positive and negative, things that are painful and joyful. The full range of life in the human experience. And so just letting go of that extra layer of suffering that we tend to put on ourselves, where we feel like we should be feeling good, or we should be feeling grateful, we should be feeling positive. And instead reminding ourselves that what we are feeling is exactly what we should be feeling, or else we wouldn't be feeling it, even when those things are negative or painful. And reminding yourself of the truth that the only thing we can all count on in this life is change. That can be a great comfort if we're in a place in life that doesn't feel so good, or if we're feeling something that feels painful. It is safe for you to feel these things, and they will change. That is a guarantee, even when it feels like it never will. So you can continue to witness whatever there is for you to witness in your perception, in your body, in the world that you're in. And continue to soften and see what else you are ready to let go of. As you listen to the following words written by young Pueblo in his book, Lighter. And just allow anything that feels like it resonates with you to just soak in a little bit deeper and not worrying about the rest. So a common fear is that letting go might make you passive. We are often so driven by our pain and fear that it is hard to conceive of any other way of existing. The reality is that letting go will not make you dull, and it certainly will not turn you into a pushover. What it does do is reconfigure your mind so that you are no longer carrying the heavy weight of the past into the present. If you are seeking to reclaim your power, one of the essential steps is realizing how much of your power you have given up to the hurt of the past and your fears of the future. The heavy mental weight that you carry consumes a lot of your energy. Resisting, suppressing, or fighting your emotions on a regular basis quietly eats you up, and it eats up your reserves. Living in a constant inner battle and treating yourself like an enemy pushes you far away from living at your most optimal level. Any mental tension will automatically consume energy. And when the added tension is removed, you'll feel a new vibrancy for life. Letting go actually sharpens the mind by cleansing your perception. Letting go helps you see the moment you are in without the lens of the past dominating the way you perceive reality. A lighter mind and clearer eyes make space for wiser decision-making. Your ability to act intelligently and authentically improves greatly the more you let go. Letting go does not mean you give up on your goals. When you are able to relinquish the past and stop fearing the future, you gain a greater sense of awareness in the present moment, which will help you focus and think more effectively. Your best strategy to attain your goals will be more accessible when the weight of the past is no longer limiting your creativity. Letting go of craving quick results helps you get comfortable with the process of accomplishing new and difficult things. If you want to attain something great, you need to be ready for the long journey and be able to adjust your strategy along the way. Letting go does not erase the tough things that have happened. The key is to release the heavy attachments you have to these thoughts. The memories will still appear from time to time, even after deep healing has happened. But you know your effort has made a difference when you no longer react to these old memories with the same intensity as before. As a sign of victory, you can let tough thoughts and emotions pass without allowing them to dominate your mind or control your actions. Letting go does not make you cold-hearted. Letting go actually decreases self-centeredness and allows love to come forward much more unconditionally and with greater strength. It is hard to love yourself and others well when your mind is consumed with tension and craving control. Love shines brightest when it is shared in the present moment. When you put yourself through the process of letting go, you gain greater access to the here and now. Ultimately, letting go is a mental state of clarity, where you no longer cause yourself extra suffering. Understanding that you can benefit from letting go is critical, but the next step is finding your practice so that you can start your own deep healing work. Wanting to let something go and having the tools to support you in this process are two very different things. And here are just some questions for your own reflection. In what ways do you make things harder for yourself? What do you need to let go of? Does holding on make you feel safe even though it hurts? Do you fear what life will be like after you let go? What more do you need to accept to fully let go? What is your relationship with change? When you resist it, do you see how your mind bursts into tension? Are you giving yourself the time you need to let go? Since letting go also takes intentional effort, are you making space to actively let go? How has your past influenced the way you react? Does your ego want control? And are you giving yourself the time you need to respond intentionally to life, instead of letting your past speak through your reactions? And so just take the next few moments to simply let everything settle. If all the words and ideas you heard today were like specks of glitter running around in a snow globe, letting right now be the time where the snow globe is placed down and everything can settle. And just trusting that any words or ideas that you heard today that really resonated or struck a chord with you, just trusting that that feeling can come when we hear on the outside what a part of us already knows to be true on the inside. So just allowing those truths to be enhanced within you. Allowing that trust with yourself and your own instincts to be enhanced. So you feel a little bit more confidence to act on what you know to be true, on your own instincts. So you can bring some awareness just back into your heart once again. And just reminding yourself of this pure gift of love and life that is constantly being fed into you. And if it feels like something you'd like to do today, you can just let your hands find each other in a prayer position toward heart center. And just feeling that pulse of your palms into each other, that pulse of your heart into your thumbs, and your thumbs back into your heart. As you once again remind yourself how much power you really have. You can take a final deep and full breath into the body, just filling up to every corner and edge of you. And as you exhale, letting go of anything you're ready to let go of, as you allow the head to gently bow. And just take this moment to bow to the source of energy that allows all of our hearts to beat, whatever you believe that to be. Bowing to everyone else in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally, bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. And may this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights. And may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and to everyone that you see.